I dare you to go inside.
No! Tangaloho will eat me!
Come closer to the altar. Come inside. The temple welcomes all to worship, most especially you. I ask only for no talking. Not until we pay our respects to Bereth, to Rikuhu. Let us pray. Deity of life and death, the endless devourer who encompasses all existence, hear this prayer, this voice chiming. I beseech you, Kohopa and Tangaloa, to ready this shell for sucking. Purify my soul in preparation for the coming of the next cycle. Digest all of my devotion. Swallow my sorrows, even the smallest swell, so I can be spit on the morrow. And Rikuhu, Bereth, my god and goddess both, the eels that churn in ceaseless cycle, the new and the next and... All right. I will address your inquiries, best as I can. So ask, do you even know what it takes to make it deep into the hanging sepulchres? To make it alive? I know the way, but... Better. The timing's getting tighter. And there is one thing before the end. Something only one touched by Bereth can do. I know you do. My eels, my infinity coil keeps rattling. Pendants resonating with your chime. The coil resonates, but it's weak. You could unseal the way, but you'd die inside, I think. My chance would be lost then. Lost with your remains. I'd best not let this chance pass. There's a sacred text. The eulogy to Isaiah. It's been buried in the catacombs beneath the temple for centuries, next to his champions. I need it. Of course, the tombs, they only open to the dead, or those bearing Bereth's chime. It never was added to the tomes, but it holds the final clues for my death. It's my best chance. I prayed for decades, night to day and night again. Now, here you are, just in time. Means Bereth sent you to see to my success. I'll tell you what I can. He's no Juana, nor a death godlike neither, but he was a high priest of Bereth. His hair was a deerin, a hunter, chasing the undead 200 years ago. Read somewhere, one tome, he sailed to the Deadfire for a weapon abhorrent to Berath. Said the blade held a power most fearful. Issair fought hard for it, won the blade, but suffered grievous wounds. Berath kept him alive till he could make it to the temple's catacombs. His champions were the ones who wrote his eulogy. Later, they were buried in the sepulchres too. Don't know. Did hear he was slain with a coveted blade. The S-talk was an affront to Berath. That I did read. Issair wanted to guard it with his soul and his always. You've got to go outside on the lower walkway. Doors sealed up tight, though. Priests before me, all death godlikes, could open it. Door requires a coil, resonating with Berath's chime. But I haven't met a death godlike in my time. They're from the long-forgotten time, when there was only Juana living in the mountain. They got carved in even before the temple sprung up, before there was Nekataka or a queen. They're well guarded, because not all of Berath's dead like the rest in their graves. All right, but there's something you've got to know, or I guess I've just got to say. You're my best chance, or only, maybe. Take the coil. It'll open the crypts. Bring me Issair's eulogy, and I'll teach you all I know of Berath's arcana. End of the turn. I'm nearing it. Been working hard, preparing for weeks. You know, to die. But first, I've got to leave guidance for my apprentice, the next in the cycle, chosen to lead. Been wasting away for months. Can't say it's been easy, dying so soon. I thought about stopping a few times. Maybe you can see. I'm no death godlike. Berath bestowed not one in my generation with a chime. Not the next, neither. A flawed messenger like me can't open the crypts. So my best chance is to die. Liturgies, instructions for ritual preparations, when and how, sermons, some histories too. All of this, it's our knowledge has gleaned through centuries of service. Now, I've got to leave it all behind for the next disciple. Under the temple, carved in the mountain's caverns, lies an extraordinary maze of catacombs. So I've read. They're the hanging sepulchres, burial place for ancient Wana chieftains. The bodies are protected by Berath's best, roaming, always, plus the ways sealed by the deity itself. The dead with their souls, they roam still, the ones who were chosen by Berath. Not everyone's born so blessed. Sometimes, instead, you've got to die for it. The same. Your word, Bereth. Our word, Rikuhu. We worship the twin deal. The cyclic connection of the overworld and the underworld. Life and death. Life is Kohopa, and Tangaloa is death. Born starving, they devoured all living things, swelling larger each. When they'd swallowed all of existence, they tried to eat each other next. Now all things pass through their entrails. The end of one enters the mouth of the next, from the underworld to the overworld and back. Again and again.
You be looking at this the wrong way, lad. Like she be someone else inside your head.
Putting those cipher skills to work, aren't we?
The pair of you share a soul, one and the same. She be your feminine side, or mayhaps you be hers.
And both of us are equally capable of putting your snooping nose where it belongs.
Lights. Done and done.
Now here's something.
Oh, think I can't see you, you sneaky bastard.
Finish them!
That's me too, man.
Feel him.
Lava. That's not very helpful.
Move.
Get better.
Own it. Let us end this.
I thought we were friends.
Ahoy.